Whoa! Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Whiteboard WOD day number 27.
Yes, we've got a fun one for you guys today. A couple quick reminders. Our online gear shop is open, and Shauna is here every day from 12 to 2, so swing by and grab your gear.
Or your new beanie.
They're pretty comfy.
I just saw these and just put them on like 3 minutes ago. Very happy about it. I'm pretty sure this is going to stay on all day today, even in the shower. Just not going to get my head wet.
All right.
We are warming up with PVC with a purpose. And while you're doing a warm up, you can think about your question of the day and you can answer it on Instagram, Facebook, something like that, because we were curious. Because it's a good one. What's our question of the day?
Yeah, question of the day is, what is the most unique spot you have fallen asleep at? So for me, it would probably be like in between track events, just like at the stadium, or during CrossFit competitions in between events, just falling asleep.
So when we came up with this question, Shauna was telling us about hers, and I think I like hers the best, where she was like lined up in a race, in the race car, helmet on, strapped in, and before the race started, she passed out. She was so tired from like working all night and things like that, and I love that. And of course when she's on, right? But that's cool. And I would say for me it's like on these blue mats back here or up there when someone's like, people are working out and I'm just so exhausted and just
or maybe if you're a parent, like what's the funniest spot your kids have fallen asleep? I feel like kids fall asleep anywhere, so maybe they're a lot funnier than we are.
Okay, PVC pipe with a purpose. Please do that before you work out. This will be very important for you. Make sure we are warming up those important muscles. And ooh, this looks like a good one. What are we starting with?
Yeah, so our workout today, we've got a buy-in and a cash out that are the same thing. So 3, 2, 1, start your clock. You're gonna do 50 hurdle hops over the dumbbell. So just nice, quick movement, get your heart rate up. So starting on one side, you're just gonna hop. Dominic, I guess, is gonna just watch. So you will do...
She's doing amazing.
50 hurdle hops, and then you're gonna go into the chunk of our workout. We're going to go through each movement and then kind of talk about strategies for this.
In a hurdle hop, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Both feet together if you can. If you need to scale, you can always just step over, step back. Just try and keep it nice and quick if you need to do that.
Yep, but RX is leaving with both feet at the same time. Ooh, next, a lot of hundreds and a lot of 80s in here. Don't add up the numbers, but you might have noticed, like, what are all these? This is a Shauna workout. Boot camp people will be very excited for it. Normal people like us are gonna die, but it will be good for you. So we have 100 jumping squats first. Colleen loves these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are her favorite. And it's just a squat, so she's making sure she's keeping her heels on the ground throughout the squat. She's getting her butt below parallel. You know, she's keeping her chest up, and then she's just hopping at the top. Of course, she's not trying to dunk a basketball. She's not going super high. It's just the hop at the top. Any other pointers on these?
No, just try to make sure your feet land in the same spot every time. We don't want to be jumping and then bringing our feet in to mess up our squat. Keep that nice wide stance, wide the whole time. And again, just barely lift your feet off the ground.
Perfect. Ooh, plank jacks.
So this is kind of a combination of a plank and a jumping jack. So Dominic is going to be on his forearms.
These are so weird, by the way.
They're weird. And then imagine the motion you do with a jumping jack. You're going to do that while you're in a plank. So
it'd be better if you had to do it with your hands too.
No. He's going to send both feet out wide, both feet back in. Goal with this is to stay nice and straight. Oh, on your forearms, please.
What?
Forearms.
On here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Feel that burn. Good. 80 of
Those
those.
are plenty. Those 10 I did or whatever.
All right, what's next?
Front rack lunges. So you can use your kettlebell, your dumbbell for these, and you can carry these a couple different ways. Colleen and I tend to put them on our shoulders where you actually have your hand wrapped around the dumbbell grip though. You can do it in a goblet, you can just hold it in front, whatever the case. She's doing full lunges here, and what we want to see is the chest up. She's not arching her back. And then on the lunge, she's getting a 90 with her front leg and a 90 with her back leg. So those are kind of the key points there. Make sure you drive through here when you're standing up with that front leg. And yeah, that's about it, I think, on those.
Yeah, then you'll go back on the ground for some more core work. So 80 Supermans. Dominic is going to start arms out in front. And then the goal with this is he's lifting his arms and his legs at the same time. Goal is to get your quads off the ground. He is squeezing his cheeks, raising his arms. Notice he's moving all at the same time. He's not doing arms and then feet. After that, you've got 100 elevated push-ups.
It's not as bad as it sounds. It is.
Dominic's gonna show this because that's too much elevation for me.
Too much elevation.
So with these,
We are at sea level here.
find a chair, a stack of books, something like that, and you're gonna get your feet elevated.
A stack of books is gonna slide around. That's a terrible
Tape.
idea. Tape your books?
You've got time.
She's
Let's
a
be
teacher.
creative.
Don't listen to the tape book thing.
Okay, so his feet are gonna be on the bench. And then goal with this is he's still getting full range of motion. So shoulders past his elbow crease. Drive through your heels, nice tight like a plank. Good. If push-ups are a challenge for you, then maybe just stick to 100 push-ups and then you can always switch to your knees. Okay, we want good range of motion. Elbows need to track by your side. And then really start paying attention, where are your hands in these? We want your hands to be in a nice position so you've got full range of motion. If they're too narrow, you're not gonna be able to go all the way down, and then try and keep them there throughout the whole time.
Also, if you're too wide, it's not gonna be as good of a movement on your shoulders, and we really wanna bring those elbows in nice and tight. And what you can do is rotate your hands out a little bit to keep that elbow in close.
Yeah. After that, you've got 80 calf raises.
Ooh.
Boop, boop, boop. You don't have to say that, but.
You have to be a boop at the top on each one.
Yep. And then last but not least, do you want me to, I'll
I'll do it, I'll do it,
Okay.
I'll do it. I can do
All
this.
right. We're not
I
always
need
the
to-
most coordinated people. So 100 crab walk toe touches. So
Oh
first
my
thing is
gosh.
Dominic's gonna get in his crab walk position.
I have to think about this.
For this position, if you're really tight in your shoulders, this might feel kind of weird, but goal with this is he's driving through his heels and he's getting his butt off the ground. The goal is he's maintaining this position. However, he's going to be doing a cross body motion, touching opposite hand, opposite foot. So you'll notice as he starts to do a few of these, his hips are starting to drop at the bottom. So pause, reset, and then go again. That is where that movement gets difficult, is when you can get those hips off the ground. I know for me, I really feel it in my shoulders, so I need to be mindful of how many reps I can do so I maintain good position. Once you get through all of that, you've got 50 more hurdle hops as a cash out.
I actually quite like this. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun.
You'll notice some writing in red. Fun part of this workout, these are high numbers, but you get to split them up in any order you want. You do not need to do 180, 180. If you want to do 10 jump squats, 80 plank jacks, 10 front rack lunges, and rotate through your 10s, do that. If you want to do 100 jump squats, and then maybe you know that plank jacks are going to be hard for you, so you do sets of 10 for those, then you do your 100 lunges, sets of 10. Push-ups might be really hard, so you'll do sets of 10 again. So kind of look at these movements and figure out what are the movements you can do bigger sets of, and then what are the ones you're gonna need to break up into smaller chunks for really good form.
And to answer your question, yes, you do have to accumulate the 100, the 80, the 100, the 80. You have to accumulate the total number, but yes, you can break it up in any single way you want. Honestly, I think if I was doing these, I'd probably still just do them in a row, but or at least maybe cut them in half, 50, 40, 50, 40, and do it twice, something like that.
Yeah, so write your plan down, get after it, and then let us know question of the day. Where's the weirdest spot you found?
Weirdest place you've fallen asleep. See you guys.